Are you ready to party? Let's go.
Michael freaking Goodwin. Welcome to the podcast, dude.
Good to be here.
Dude, you're here.
I'm here.
This is happening.
Yeah.
And it's probably been actually it wasn't 10 years because you and Sam crossed each other's paths in Irvine.
Yeah, I saw him walking down the street. I had my kid in the stroller, and he passed me, and I was like, "Hey, Sam!" But I wasn't 100% sure it was him. But
I don't think there's too many 6'7" black guys in Irvine.
yeah,
so
that gave it away a little bit. So I messaged him on Instagram about I made the light, I went right, and then I was like, "Sam, was that you walking down the street right now?" He's like, "Oh, I thought that was you."
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's been that long. Mm-hmm. My goodness, dude. Well, hey, man, thanks for taking time to come here. We're pretty stoked.
Thank
to
you
talk
for
to
having
dude.
me. This is an awesome setup you guys have here. It's awesome.
I
Good to
know. And so people know you and I were roommates for what, 5 years?
Something like that. Yeah, a long time.
What?
Multiple houses. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Some pretty good times.
Okay, so you guys go way back, way back.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. So what kind of dirt you got on them?
Oh, everything. Everything. Yeah. Do you have my phone or I wrote some notes?
I'm joking.
I was when I was wondering when that was gonna come out.
Yeah, we was hypothetical.
Yeah, yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if this were you.
Yeah,
This is what you did.
I was waiting. I'm like, who's gonna say? Who's got the funniest story on Tim?
Nah, we had a lot of fun though. It was
blast, dude.
definitely, yeah, it was just fun.
That was cool, dude. We were our young 20s, doing our own thing.
We had a pool. We each Tim's first house, like we as much as you want to call it Lakewood, it was Hawaiian Gardens, right? We were in Hawaiian Gardens, and
Dude, we were in the hood, dude. It was awesome.
it was Tim's first house. Everything about that house, from the colors he painted it inside and out, was just the weirdest shit ever. So his first idea was inside the house. He wants every room to be a different color.
Let's go.
So
Okay.
hey, pick
All
whatever,
right.
pick
Yeah,
what color
yeah.
you want. I want dark blue for this room. This bathroom's orange. This bathroom's green. The living room's
There's
this.
choice.
Dude, let's go.
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, that's good. It's his house, right? It's his
Yeah.
money. He's paying for the paint. So, whatever. I'll pay. I think my room was like dark blue, navy blue or something.
The house was wild, dude.
And-
Nothing
Oh,
made
this is
sense.
denim.
Yeah. The actual, so it's Lakewood, right? So it's
Yeah.
pretty cookie cutter homes. Everybody kind of likes to be on the same page for what their neighborhood looks like. If there was an HOA or something like that.
For sure.
So Tim, he wants to paint the outside of his house, and he comes back from the store and he has the paint. I already got it. I'm gonna pay some guys to paint the house. I already got my color. Okay, what color did you get? He opens it up and it's this chocolate brown
For the outside of the house?
for the outside of the house.
Okay.
Chocolate brown.
Dude.
Right? The name of this color.
Dark brown.
That was the name of the color?
No, the name of the color
This chocolate brown?
was sensual chocolate.
Oh, ring the bell.
That's the only reason he picked that color.
That is
Yeah.
the truth. That's the only reason I picked that color for my house.
Sensual chocolate.
I was like, that's
It
a
sounds
sick
sexy.
name. I'm buying it and painting my house that color. And
Yeah.
it was this deep dark brown.
What color did you go with the trim?
I don't know. I think it was brown too. I don't remember.
Brown,
He was so
okay.
cheap. I think he just painted the whole house in the
This is
same
all
color.
one
Yeah.
color? You're like, oh.
uh-huh. The garage
Hey.
door was probably brown. Everything. Yeah.
Efficiency, though.
Yeah.
You don't have to stop
Whatever,
and tape
dude.
off.
Hey, man.
I think we got complaints from the neighbors because I
Oh,
think after
yeah.
like a year or so we changed the color.
had to change the color.
Yeah.
Did it? Because they're, I mean, Lakewood's pretty like, I mean, those are houses were from like the 50s, right? Like kind of
Yeah,
thing. So
it's very
they
old,
probably
World
didn't have
War
HOAs.
No,
So you just had a bunch
no.
of people pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. These young kids move into the neighborhood. It looked like an eyesore. It really was. It was like, and it was the corner house right across from a park. Like
First one you
yeah.
see when you turn to the neighborhood.
Exactly.
What the hell is this? You're like, dude,
Yeah.
it's sensual chocolate.
Yeah. Tried to say, I was, hey man, whatever.
Oh, my God. I just
But-
tell people, just turn down the street. You'll know which house is mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think we ended up painting it what color after? It was like a
It was like a yellow tan.
Yeah, it was like a canary yellow or
Boring.
like a
Go. Who are we now? I remember a neighbor, it was like I came home from work and I saw the house the first time, that dark chocolate. I remember neighbors driving by doing double takes, dude.
Yeah.
They were
Yeah. They're like, what?
like, what just happened?
But that color wouldn't look bad with like, you'd have to do a really bright trim.
I did.
So,
It was white, so it looked like a gingerbread house.
I was going to say, it kind of have like it'd be very festive in the winter.
yeah, we put the Christmas
They'd
lights
be
up.
like, this fucking guy loves Christmas.
And dude,
Straight up.
I had a medieval door. I had that old medieval door.
Oh yeah, he's like, yeah. He didn't spend anything else on the house except for this probably like $3,000 door. It had like a It had like a wrought iron knocker that you like opened up and everything, and it was just like
the wood open so you can look out the hole.
Yeah.
Hello, sir.
Yeah, it was a big door, all solid oak and everything.
It was badass, dude.
Yeah.
It was fucking. You knew a man lived there.
Yeah, men, multiple men.
More than one. You knew that men lived in there.
And there was no woman anywhere to be found anywhere in that because of the color choices of the house.
Did you have like cactus in the front too?
Oh man, no, my yard was pretty bomb.
Yeah, I think the yard was pretty good.
Yeah,
I just feel like fashion tumbleweed snowman.
Yeah, I resawed. I put sprinklers in.
Oh, okay.
yeah.
So it was good.
Yeah.
It looked really good.
Yeah.
But that house it's so different now. It's ghetto.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, it's like ghetto.
I bet.
Fruit trees in the front yard, ghetto.
Ooh.
Yeah, man.
Well, hey, it was,
yeah, it's
I would
just changed,
be down
bro.
for that actually.
yeah.
Yeah, it's down the
Go
hood.
outside.
But honestly, that's of all the places of home. This is my third home.
Mm-hmm.
That first house was the most fun I ever had in the neighborhood. There was
Oh,
always
yeah.
something going down because it was in the hood.
Yeah.
It was in the freaking hood.
I remember one time I went out early for work and there was like a Rottweiler just loose on the street, right? And my car wouldn't start. I had an old 64 Falcon. My car wouldn't start and there's this Rottweiler just staring me down. And I think I got into my car. I had like a tire iron like in my other hand while I'm like watching this dog trying to find out whatever's wrong with my car. Because it's just, that's how ghetto it was. Just
Dude,
loose
the
Rottweilers
hood,
on the street, or
bro.
pit bull or whatever it was.
I'm telling you, there was always something going down in the hood.
Yeah.
There was always something. I loved it too. We were right in the center of it.
It was the
man.
hood. It really
Okay.
was.
Madness.
Nice.
People
dude.
like, they would get robbed. They would rob women of their purses.
Yeah.
And they would always throw them over the corner
Oh, I
house
remember
back
that.
there. Yeah.
So you'd have purses in your backyard?
all the time, dude.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, someone got
I
robbed
know, I
again.
shouldn't be laughing.
No.
That's not nice.
No,
but
a cops
that's
came
funny.
to the door one time, and I was the only one home. And they're like, "Hey, do you live here?" I'm like, "Yeah." And they're like, "Asked me, can we come in?" I was like, "No."
yeah.
They're like,
know
"Well,
that right.
something happened, and somebody lost their purse, and they said they saw somebody running over here, blah blah blah." And I was like, "I don't know what to tell you. I was playing World of Warcraft, like,
You're on the back.
That's
there's
not
like
my
12
shit. You know what I
back in
mean?
the corner.
Yeah, that's not my shit. So
I was doing nerd shit,
yeah,
bro.
and then they walked around, were like looking in the backyard and everything. So yeah, it wasn't me.
Hey, officer, I have a raid at 6:30.
Yeah, you got to be on time for those
promptly.
raids. Yeah.
Absolutely. World of
So
Warcraft.
honest, dude. I don't know what happened. I was playing World of
Yeah,
Warcraft.
that's pretty much what I did. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I was the best roommate because I was clean and I just kept to myself and played video games in my room. Door closed, came home, and I worked 24s too because I was an EMT with Care for like 7.5 years. So I worked the same, 24s and stuff like that. I worked in Signal Hill.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice. So you were spent, probably pretty tired.
Yeah, Signal Hill, Lakewood, all those areas, 30s, ran with them, 60s.
You know what I love that, like, since all of us here pretty much work in the ambulance, how people who don't know how that world works think you're like making big money. Oh my God, you drive an ambulance. It's like, I get paid minimum wage.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
I don't think a lot of people understand that.
Yeah.
Can we do an ambulance appreciation rant?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, yes.
That is the hardest job ever. And I
Yeah.
didn't work anywhere in Orange County. I worked for another county's ambulance agency. I did it for like a year. And because it was like prereq for medic school at the time.
Yeah.
And anyway, dude, you are always on the go. No one's ever happy with you. Like when you're working with other personnel, like you run with the fire department, police department. It's kind of like, there's like, hey, over here, pick them up, put them on, And dude, you're like hands-on with like the most, like, a lot of times it's people's worst day. So I get that part. Like I'm not making fun of people at all. Like, you got to call. But what I will say is that like when you have to pick up someone covered in shit who chose to be covered in shit, like this was a personal choice to do it. It's really tough to be motivated to stay at work.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of folks that been on for 20 plus years in the ambulance game.
Oh, yeah.
I can tell you what my wages were when I worked for a 24-hour ambulance. I was making $6.26 an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah. And like I'm not that old, like so.
It's sad. I mean, when I quit Care, I was at Care for 7.5 years. I left Care at $10.88 an hour, and this was in 2014.
Yeah.
It's not like that. It was that long ago that I left. $10.88 an hour is what I was making.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
It's like, how do you can work every day of the week and still not afford an apartment by yourself here?
No, that's why I had look at 1088 an hour. I had a room with Tim over here.
We had a good time, dude.
No, we did.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't that. It was affordable
Yeah.
good time.
And that was a flat rate.
It was a flat.
I think flat
rate, dude.
Yeah, it was a flat rate. I don't think he ever raised rent on me. No.
Fuck no.
Uh-uh.
All those years, dude.
Tim seems like a good landlord.
Yeah, it's also for him saying it was nice having somebody at the house when he's at work on a 24. So if we're working opposite schedules, we're not leaving the house, abandoned at night, well, in those areas. So it's always good to just have somebody home.
Yeah. Well, I just want to cheers to all the EMS.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
workers
cheers
out
to our
there.
EMTs, man.
Hey,
Dude.
you guys deserve it.
The meat wagons.
The unsung heroes.
The body slingers.
Oh yeah, the body.
The
slam.
grave slayers.
Yeah, because I mean, you guys are fire department, but
Are we?
yeah, they you run a call and you're on scene, you're on scene for 10 minutes.
What are you talking about?
I don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah, so it's
No, I'm just kidding.
being on scene for 10, 15 minutes, doing your thing, and then the ambulance is like, shit, I got about another hour with this patient. I got to go put him clean the rig, go to the,
Oh yeah, dude.
You should explain to people
Yeah.
what holding the wall means.
holding the wall. It depends. Yeah.
I mean, hours.
Hours on the you get a stomach just because you go by ambulance doesn't mean you're going to go to the hospital right away
Thank
or
you.
get a bed right away. So you're going to call.
Listen to that.
Yeah. And you're gonna, my stomach hurts, my head hurts. All right, well, it's Friday night at one of the busiest ERs in the area.
Right.
You're just gonna, but we can't, unless the patient has a bed, you can't give them, you can't just like say, here, bye. So they stay on your gurney until a bed's available. That could be 1 hour, that could be 2, 3,
4.
My record was St. Francis, 7 hours on the wall.
No way. You had a patient on the gurney for 7 hours.
7 hours at St. Francis.
Just standing in the
Did you
hallway.
ask
just
him
sitting
like,
there.
hey, you want to just AMA and
Yeah,
walk
no.
right over there?
Oh, yeah. Oh, no, there's been,
At some point, can't that be like illegal or harm to the
don't
patients?
know.
Or I don't know.
they're so swamped. I mean, there's been some times where a nurse will like come evaluate and they'll be like, they can wait in the waiting room if they want to, but they feel like they've already paid this money. They've already paid $1,000 for the ambulance ride, so I'm gonna sit on this gurney. I'm gonna go sit in the
Dude.
waiting room.
I had I was surfing years ago, and I wiped out a pretty good sized wave, and my fin went across my knee, and I had a flap of skin hanging over, and what I thought was sand was actually like the fat layer of my skin.
Yeah.
Oh, it was nasty. I'm like, oh my god, and this lady like saw me get out of the water, all this blood. She's like, oh my god, someone call 911. And I was already a firefighter by then, right?
911.
Yeah, I was like, no, stop. Lifeguard comes down. When you get your ambulance, I was like, the hell you are.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'm going to my car. I'm putting my board on. Give me that rag. I'll wrap it up. I'm going to the hospital. I drove myself from Huntington Beach to Kaiser Downey.
Oh, Kaiser patient.
And then when I walked in and I showed it to him, I showed my leg. Like,
go,
yeah, they said, put him in the back. Put him in the back now.
Yeah.
And then they gave me a shot in the open wound, and it freaking hurt so bad.
Yeah, but still, your insurance company, they would have said, "Oh, flesh wound. All right, that $1,000 ambulance ride, we're not
Yeah,
covering it.
like,
It
I'm
wasn't
not-
life threatening, whether you
Exactly.
were." So yeah, that's why people choose not to do it.
Yeah, no, I'm not. That's kind of my dad was too. I mean, he fell off a ladder, broke his arm.
Yeah.
just put it in a sling and went to the hospital and came back. He's like, yeah, they said it's broken. That's it.
Yep. Yeah, just because you have insurance.
Jeez, dude.
He just forces his bones to heal correctly.
Dude,
just
you just
wills
had
it.
it.
Yeah,
It's
Tim's dad, I'd believe that. I would believe that. Tim's dad's a beast. He probably would.
Every night. Yeah, my dad's a different human, bro. He's a wild man.
No doubt, dude.
Very wild man. But I just think people don't understand the 911 system. The EMTs aren't paid well.
Yeah.
It's over inundated. And just because you call 911 doesn't mean you're getting to the ER faster. It's just not how it works.
Yeah.
What always I thought was always crazy with the ambulance service was that, like, you look how much money that they make from each transport,
Yeah.
right? You're talking like 2,500
Yeah.
to 3,000 plus, depending on what kind of call it is. And that was like a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So I'm sure it's pretty close or more now. And just think about it. Like, how many ambulance transports to ER daily are there? Like, just pick a region. Let's say where, I don't know, pick one city. We'll probably,
Even if you say Lakewood, like Lakewood Regional.
yeah, sure.
Because
How many-
there's a lot of
how many-
elderly population there too. So
how many do they get a day? Like 500,
hundreds.
600
Oh my
in and out.
You got
So
that.
times that by $2,500, and that's one day. That's
And that's-
one region
yeah.
of one hospital of one little sec. Like, you're thinking of how much of these companies that span entire counties, look at the amount of money they can generate, and then look how much they pay the EMS personnel.
Yeah.
Like, how is that possible? Like, I get, like, I do understand that it's a little bit of a stepping stone for a lot of people, whether you're going the nursing route, PA, fire, whatever. But you don't even give people an option of making it a career position. I mean, like there are some people that do for sure, and hats off to you. And if you got things working out, right on. You're doing a great service. But what I don't understand is why isn't that like, hey, how about like, hey, we like all, we got a great group of people working, whatever. Let's pay them somewhat appropriate or competitively to keep them there, because to me, they're making fucking hundreds of millions of dollars. Where is this going?
The crazy part is 911. The 911 calls are where they make the least amount of money.
Yep.
Because they do IFTs. So when you're a new EMT, you do IFTs, which is interfacility transfer. Like, you're taking this patient to their dialysis clinic appointment. You're taking this person home from the hospital. Those types of calls are already paid by insurance.
Right.
Because you have to verify their insurance beforehand. 911 calls, they might get shafted on the insurance stuff whether they have it or they don't have it, or they have to obviously say like, oh, what's the severity of the call and blah blah blah, whatever. But yeah, they're making millions off of 911 and even hundreds of millions off of IFTs.
Absolutely,
for sure.
And that's a great point because all the IFT stuff is pre-vetted and contracted through whatever insurance you have, so it's guaranteed money. So again, pushing the point even more, right? Like, what would be the difference if you took everyone in the field and you doubled their salary?
It'd be just drop in the bucket for them.
I was like, how much would that really dent the overall nut at the end of the year?
But what would that do to their business? I mean, you start paying people better, you're going to get better quality.
Yeah.
Typically, that's how it works, right? You're still going to have, everyone has a crap head
100%.
employees, whatever. But you start paying them better, you start getting more loyalty.
Yeah. Morale.
Morale goes up. They want to work harder for you.
Yeah, and the ambulances are a private industry,
right?
You know what I mean. So there's no union, or if there is, I'm unaware of it. So I apologize if I'm speaking out of line. But I'm pretty sure that it's a private entity.
Yeah.
So like the ball, I mean, which is also probably the reason why they don't get raises. But you know what I mean. Like if you were like, hey, I want to be like the rock star example of how to run a company that's an ambulance service on a big scale, you match them to the fire department pay.
100%.
And you keep them in the ballpark, you'll get, 98% of a return instead of having so much turnover. You don't have to go through the training process of keeping new hires and constantly in pursuit and marketing and money and that.
Oh, yeah.
And now you're going to have people that want to work 30 years. You don't even have to do like the union thing or like have any kind of pension. You can just match their money into a 401k where they'll probably do just as well. And and then have like ironclad system instead of having to worry about constantly new hires think about all the lawsuits and
they're probably wasting more.
stuff.
They're probably wasting more money by doing it that way.
Unless lawsuits are a tax write-off. That I don't know.
That's a good question.
Because if they are, they're probably like, let's hire a bunch of fucking new people every year. We need to move some money, gentlemen. They're like, you're good for about 1,000 sexual harassments, some bullshit.
Dropping patients.
It was like some kind of...
I've seen it.
I have seen it.
Yeah.
But you know what? The times I've seen it, it's like it's been inevitable.
Yeah, the one that I'm recalling it was a new guy, but the gurney didn't latch, and he just was being all
I'm good.
Well, he was brand new, like first day type of thing, and he just pushed it in, didn't latch, lifted, and it just went up and over. And of course, it had to be the worst patient for this because he was full C-spine, just had like 2 of his vertebrae fused, like everything. So, and of course, he literally up and tipped over.
Oh my
tipped?
God.
Oh man! Was that what the? Did you ever have to use the non-electric gurneys? The old school.
The electric gurneys only came in.
That was our day.
Yeah. I was like, those are. That was actually a little bit more of a skill than these ones now. I just kind of set them in there and it does their own thing. When you had like a huge patient and you're like, hey, you need a hand? It was kind of a pride thing. You're like, I got this, and you're just like, good.
The electric gurneys are so much heavier though going up the stairs. That's when you have to be like, oh, this patient's on the 3rd floor apartment complex, no elevator, and you got to carry the gurney up there with this big ass gurney.
I know, but isn't it so true though?
Yeah, hey, fire department, can you help us? Nah.
Dude, those old school gurneys, that was the way though.
Yeah,
you would be the person at the feet, and you get someone huge, and you're like, oh my God, like, do I say I need help, or do I be a man? And most listening because I've dropped a patient.
Yeah.
And it sucks.
It's almost as much people as we move and all that. It's going to happen eventually.
Yeah, and you feel it happening. I remember mine didn't latch.
Yeah.
And it just came back out. And I was like, oh. There's no stopping it.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, shit. Boom, boom, boom. And then all the firefighters are looking at you like,
they're like, how could you do that? You're like, dude, I wasn't trying to. No, I'll share one weird when I was an EMT story working for an ambulance company. It was the local fire department for the area that I worked in had just started having paramedics. So it was me as an EMT. My partner was a paramedic.
Okay.
So there was a lot of like attitude and stuff and like, kind of pissing contest like banter, especially when that first started. This is years back.
Yeah.
But, there was a call where it was like an apartment complex on the second story. It was like an altered patient, like they're like kind of being jerks, but the patient was kind of a big person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, could you give me a hand here? Because like this person's large,
Yeah.
like 400 pounds probably somewhere in there. And they basically were like, no, they made up, hell, we got to get this. And I'm like, whatever. So I'm holding this, and like my partner was like an older guy, you know? And he's like, I could see him chattering, And this guy was heavy, and I was young and strong, but I was also like having a hard
400
time.
pounds is a lot.
Yeah, so I'm doing my thing, going down the stairs backwards. I could see the top bouncing around a little bit, and all of a sudden, dude, and I'll never forget it because he was wearing Puma jogger pants. Like you remember Korn?
Yeah.
Like that stuff, like that.
Yeah.
The Adidas ensemble from the lead singer
this
of
is
Korn.
burned. This is burned into your brain. You remember what he was wearing.
And I'll tell you because of this next part of the story. So the reason why is because as we were coming down the stairs, he let out like a huge fart. And it was like one of those farts that like sounded wet.
Yeah.
And
It's always wet.
if you know anything about those Adidas pants for the time period, they did not have elastic things around the heels, like to keep them close to yourself.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
So
They're
it was
straight
like-
leg.
They're straight leg. That's correct. So out come the bottom of this fucking this guy's straight legged Adidas pants was a river of like just diarrhea and stuff.
Yeah.
And now I was holding this like kind of like where my belt area is, like letting it sit on me, and I'm like having to make this crucial decision. Like, do I let it be,
Or just.
or do I dump this fool and get out of the way?
Oh, that's a hard decision. I honestly
So-
don't know what I would do.
I was, I let it be. Now, what I did do was I adjusted real quick.
Yeah.
So I didn't like, because it would have went down my pants.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh.
And like, that's an exposure report I
Yeah,
don't want to
for
fill
sure.
out,
Oh, man.
So I kind of like drop down low and it gets all over my knees and my hands and my arms and stuff.
Always the worst.
Yeah, dude. And I just remember thinking to myself, like, I can't do this. Like,
I quit.
I mean, like, no, I could do the job. I didn't barf all over him. I didn't do anything like that, but I was like, I'm not getting paid enough.
No.
There's no way.
no,
This is
dude.
crazy.
As soon as you introduce human feces, you can't pay me enough money.
Yeah.
I can't do it.
Yeah.
I mean,
I can't.
but like, dude, there's no like the guys we were working with, no one's like, hey, way to hang in there.
Yeah.
You get to the hospital, you got shit all over you, and they're like, what happened? You're like, well, he pooped on me.
Yeah.
No one's like, oh, I'm sorry, here, let me get you this. They're like, huh, okay.
Yeah.
Anyway, what was our run number?
Yeah.
And I
run
just yeah, right. And so it just kind of makes me feel like they're super underappreciated, and appreciate your guys' service totally.
I will feel like sometimes when you do run a call and you have everybody there, like as the EMT, you do not feel part of the team a lot of times. I mean, you work with certain guys where, like, I work with a great bunch of guys, and I was on the same shift for a while in the same area, so everybody knew each other. We went over for holidays and dinner, and they treat us to food and all that stuff.
Good.
But yeah, sometimes, especially like in the beginning, like, or if you work in a station where you don't know the person, they just look at like, who the fuck are you? Like, we're all on the same team. We're all responding to the same call. We're all doing the same job. It's a medical call. We're not, fighting a fire right now. So but you just feel like lesser. So, that's definitely one of the hard parts of like the morale of the job.
Isn't it kind of like that
Other than
weird
pay.
hierarchy in paramedicine?
Oh yeah.
Everything. It's so weird, and it shouldn't even be that way.
Yeah.
It's so ego driven. Like, I'm the medic on site.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I've seen some medics do some stupid shit.
I know.
I'm just like,
same.
They treat you like crap just because you are the EMT.
Yeah.
Driving an ambulance.
yeah.
Like,
Ambulance driver. I hope either of you never say those words. Ambulance driver.
Someone refers to.
Oh yeah, you hear that all the time. Oh, the ambulance driver. Okay, that's like kick them when you're down type of thing.
Yeah, that's a dick move.
That's a pretty common thing that I hear from other EMTs or people who have been EMTs for a long time. Is they get called ambulance drivers. Even though like people just assume you only drive their ambulance, even obviously your partner switch back and forth, who's patient man, who's driver. But that's like the worst thing. Yeah, ambulance driver. It's like, come on.
Yeah, that's messed up.
I'm
Well,
sure. Yeah.
Stop that, everyone.
Yeah. Stop that.
Remember, you're EMTs.
Yeah.
It reminds me of what's that movie, Fight Club?
Yeah.
When he's like, "We're your waiters. We're your EMTs. We watch where you sleep.
Yeah.
Don't fuck with us."
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good scene.
I love that.
It's a great scene.
Yeah.
Mike. Jeez.
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
When people call you Josh too, that's another thing I don't like. Ambulance driver and Josh. Don't call me either of those.
I don't know where that came from. That was so wild. No, well, we call you Mike, Chuck. We got a lot of nicknames for you,
Yeah.
but dude, me, you, and Sam, we all met when we were what, third, second grade?
Probably about second. I went there at first grade. Yeah.
With Rita.
Yeah. And Joe and all those guys. Anthony Trujillo, I still talk to every day.
Oh,
yeah.
man, I just saw Joe today.
Yeah. We went there a long time, but I wasn't. I didn't go there kindergarten. So when that last senior yearbook came out and they had the kindergarten club, motherfucker, I was there for 12 fucking years. I understand I wasn't there in kindergarten club. I know all of you, and I couldn't be in the kindergarten club picture because I was. Kindergarten doesn't even count as a grade, okay? It's like a
Dude,
pre-grade.
why are y'all bitter all these
I'm still
years,
bitter about
man?
that.
All
Now
these
that
years.
kindergarten club, that still rubs me the wrong
Oh,
way.
is it that or because they didn't let you walk, dude?
Oh yeah, that too.
You're so bad.
Yeah, I was a bad kid.
You're a sinner.
A sinner.
Dude.
Still am.
Somebody turned you in.
Still am. Yeah.
Hey, guess what you're doing? Quite fine, my friend.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, dude, you didn't get to walk senior year.
Yeah.
I say we should throw you a celebration so we can let you walk.
Oh yeah. Okay.
How sick would that be? Dude?
Oh, see, well, actually, at the end, so I didn't get a walk.
Because somebody ratted on you.
Somebody ratted on me. I don't know whoever's listening that like probably knows the story, or if they somewhat if they know me at least. Yeah, I did. I stole a master key in 9th grade
Oh, dude.
to open all the doors in the classrooms of all the schools. The literal skeleton key, gym, bathrooms, everything, classrooms, and I never really used it. I wasn't there like murdering people in the classroom or anything. I wasn't stealing shit.
Well, it made you feel like
I wasn't
it,
doing
man.
anything like that. Yeah, I'm just like, hey, I left my backpack. Hey, let's open the gym and play some ball while it's closed. That kind of stuff. Yeah. But somebody else got caught that I let use the key, and then it got around that I had it, and I got ratted out, and I didn't get a walk. But the person who used the key got a walk. So
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I think it's my track record or something, or they just didn't like me. Yeah, they wanted to arrest me on the spot, but they didn't
School.
put me in handcuffs.
Dude, I'm telling you, we could write a great book about
Oh yeah,
What was the name of it?
Calvary Chapel Downey.
yeah. Shout out Grizzlies,
It should just be.
Please.
home of the Grizzlies.
I was just gonna say the
Oh
book
my
could just be
God.
titled ... Downey.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's such a downer.
Yeah.
A lot of wild stories out there, man.
the wildest. You get most of your wild stories out of private schools. Just like they say, the pastor's kid's always the worst. That's how it is over there. People are just like, I don't know if you're a pastor's kid.
He
no.
is actually, yes.
Oh,
Yeah. No,
I was like, "Can you see my wings, dude?"
Yeah, I think
kidding.
people just get so like, there's just like, don't do this, don't do that, don't, and they're just sheltered and they just want to rebel,
Oh, yeah.
You drink, you go to hell. You smoke cigarettes, you go to hell. You fornicate, any of that stuff. It's just
Damn,
like,
dude,
don't
relax.
do it.
I get it. I'm a type of person where I got to tell him everything. Holy crap.
But-
I don't know. That place just seems over the top.
Oh, for sure.
little bit.
The top.
Yeah, I just real quick. Hey, dude, while we have you here,
Yeah.
what year did you graduate?
2004.
All right.
I'm pretty sure this was played.
Oh, my God.
And now, coming up to the stage, graduating, 2004.
Yeah.
Finally graduated.
Goodwin.
I finally graduated. Suck it, Calvary.
All right, dude, it's official.
Thank
It
you.
means
Let's go,
the
dude.
exact
Happy
same.
graduation,
Now I can go.
bro.
Now I can go get a job.
I know.
And show my high school diploma when they ask for it.
Oh, here, you want one of those too? I can whip you
Oh
one
yeah.
of those up.
Has anybody ever asked you for your high school diploma on anything? Maybe the fire department stuff might for like your first packet, but
I think.
I feel like why? Do you,
Yeah, they did for no.
I feel like why
yeah,
do you
they did
even
for
need
me.
it?
They did for me.
I think so. And it wasn't like a verification thing. It was like, did you graduate? It's like,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes, I did, but it wasn't even like anything official. Like you could have just signed something. Yeah, I did.
Right? I think, yeah.
I did get pictures of my cap and gown because I had them in my bag And they did all the ceremony, called all the names and stuff like that. And then afterwards, everybody left the stage. And they had a stack of, because it's not your real diploma, right? It's those little holders. So they had a stack of them, and I ran up on the stage, grabbed the holder in my cap and gown, and somebody took a picture of me. So I have pictures in my cap and gown.
That's gangster, dude.
Yeah, what are they going to do?
Hey, do you keep in contact with David Deering?
David, I haven't talked to him in a long time, no. I mean, other than like
used to be
social
tight
media.
back in the day,
I mean, he
man.
joined the Air Force, so he lives in North Carolina now. So, yeah.
Well, I mean, damn,
Yeah,
well,
he's
it's been a
still-
while.
Yeah, yeah.
I just remember you guys
definitely.
used to be tight all those times.
I still
dude.
talk to, Joe all the time, Anthony.
My G, dude.
Every now and then I talk to Mark. Every now and then I might talk to Paul G. But other than that, yeah.
That's wild.
There's people, I mean, social media and stuff, you'll keep in touch, but I don't, once you get to a certain age, it's hard to really like make appearances.
Oh, well, it's
everywhere.
wild, right? People go their own directions. Yeah, they're having families, different.
Yeah.
Everyone's priorities change, is what it is. But it is wild to kind of witness. I mean, I still don't have any kids or anything, so I've been.
You'd be a fun dad, by the way.
I think it'd be pretty fun. Yeah, I'd have a good time, dude.
Yeah.
it'd be sick, dude.
Yeah.
I think you.
We'll see.
I think you said that, all right? You just mess with them all the time. I
Oh
can
yeah,
totally see that.
Oh, totally just mess with them,
Traumatized. Traumatized.
dude. I'm just gonna raise him like my dad did me.
Oh, yeah.
How he taught me how to swim. He just threw me in
Yeah.
the pool.
Yeah.
Dude, didn't care.
Yeah, I don't know.
Sink or swim, son. You know, like, okay, Vietnam veteran, you know,
Everything's
like,
got some
jeez,
deep
dude.
meaning.
Yeah, man.
Jim, sink or swim.
Yeah.
Let's see. My thing is, though, what? I'm 30. Yeah, I'm 36. If I don't have kids by 38, I don't know if I'm going to have kids, guys.
Well, see, the thing is a man, he could have kids
yeah.
as old as he wants for the most part. You know
Yeah,
what
but
I
hear
mean?
me out, man. I'm
no
retired. I
age
can
limit.
retire early in life.
Perfect time to babysit. Or not
Oh,
babysit, sorry.
wait a minute.
It's your kid. You're not you don't babysit your own kid.
Well, no, I mean, I get what you're saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, but I feel like I would have more energy now to have a kid.
You have kids, right?
I do. I have
Yeah.
two.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That was a great explanation. But I'm just saying I have more energy now. Okay, but at
Yeah,
36,
you won't have energy after. They just suck the life out of you. Yeah. In a good way, though. I love my son.
Oh,
In a
of
good way.
course.
Yeah, it's busy for sure.
It's busy.
It's definitely busy.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
like all
yeah.
those times where like I feel like I like reminisce on like some like things that like, oh, I remember when I had like make a decision of what I was doing for the day.
Yeah.
That was a neat thing.
Now you're deciding
Yeah.
if you want to watch Blippi or whatever, Miss Rachel or Elmo
Paw
or whatever. Paw
Patrol.
Patrol, yep.
Blippy, yeah.
Dinosaurs,
Bluey,
yeah. Mhm.
all of them. We got them on it's on
That's the biggest decision of the day, and if what they're gonna eat for lunch.
yeah. Chicken nuggets.
Dude, I don't know.
Chicken nuggets. Every
Dino
goddamn
nuggets.
every day. My kid's not a good eater though. I don't know about your kids, but like, man, sometimes I'm like, how is this kid still alive? Like he doesn't eat anything.
Yeah, we have our days, dude. Yeah.
It's
one of-
hard. It's hard.
And then some days it'll be like anything and everything. And then some days not.
You
Yeah,
see what's
it's crazy.
interesting? All you guys that I know we have on here that have kids. When I hear you talk, I know you love them. I can feel it. But I can also kind of feel the despair of the life being sucked out of you and you're just tired.
It's not
It's not that. No, I
It's
don't
not
think
in a
it's
bad way. Hear me out. It's not in a bad
No,
way.
no, no. I feel like
It's
I
like
can
just
speak
the
to
day
this.
to day. You're like, fuck, I'm tired, man.
Yeah. And
Oh,
that's,
yeah.
And that's probably the sound, right? Is because it is busy,
Yeah.
you know. And then and if you're planning on having another one, it's not easier.
Yeah.
But it's the other reward factor. Like that's the
yeah.
that's the driving force behind it.
Right.
Because like unless you're balling and like have a lot of money and like. You know,
You can afford whatever
it's
daycare or
daycare or having a
big
live-in,
house,
you
yeah.
know, like whatever that you know you can afford to do. Then I could see like, yeah, you're gonna be like, you can sleep all night, or someone else taking care
Yeah.
of, you know what I mean? You just like kind of interject on like the fun
Right.
stuff. But otherwise, yeah, dude, it's super tiring. There's a lot of things that have to happen, and then like each stage kind of offers a different challenge.
Yeah.
And but the flip side is when it works.
Yeah.
And then like you get these like. You know, like even before I left tonight, like I was bummed, like, oh, all right, buddy, I'll see you.
Yeah,
You know,
same.
he gives me a big hug, and he's
Same
like,
here.
love you, daddy. And I was like, that's super cute. You know what I mean? So
My
it's
kid,
a
my kid
little
goes to bed at 7:30, and I left around 7. And he's almost 2, so love you, bye. You don't get
Yeah.
to put him down. You don't get to do stuff like that. So you're just, oh man, I wish I should have stayed like an extra 30 minutes just to kind of put him down, read him a story, and put him to bed type of thing.
Totally,
So, yeah.
because that's like the new like fun thing.
Yeah.
Like, and even though it doesn't, for sure, I get it. It probably doesn't sound as intriguing, but like there are the reward structures within that are like super cool too.
Yeah.
But the flip side is, dude, you're fucking tired.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just.
I mean, it's just
That's
what it
just
is.
how
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was reading an article, and it said that it's like 82 or 1980s or whatever, 50% of dads had never changed a diaper, and that number today is only 3%.
Oh, wow.
Because it was basically an article about how like millennial dads are 100 times more involved in their child's life. So like,
Oh, really?
oh, by far. You know, like most of the time you say like, do you ever remember your dad reading a bedtime story to you, or you know, obviously you don't remember like changing your diaper and just like more involved. You know, maybe they come to a game or something like that. But like, I know with me and my girlfriend, I work 6 on 6 off. I work 12-hour days. By the time it's all said and done, they're 14-hour days. And you know, I work my 6 and she stays home with my son. And then when my first went off, she goes to work for 6 days and she works her 6 days.
Oh, wow.
So it's basically like work, dad mode, work, dad mode, work, dad
Right,
mode. So
right.
yeah. My girlfriend has a really good system where she, you know, every once in a while will be like, okay, this is your day. You can do whatever the fuck you want. You can sit and play video games all day. You can go, you know, go to the gym, work out, run
Used to play
errands or
video
whatever.
games all-
Yeah.
Dude, listen to me. When I mean all day, he'll wake up at maybe like 8 or 9, make breakfast, get back in there by 8:10,
Oh, yeah.
back at gaming.
Got to grind, man.
Get
Always
up
on the
to
grind.
use the restroom, eat real quick, back to game. You're talking like probably 12, I would say between 15 to 20 hours a day. This dude is rocking. Yeah, dude, corner
yeah.
desk. And he just stayed in his room all the time. Nines or whatever.
Well, when I only worked 2-3 days a week as an EMT, so you know I had 4 days off of just every
Fucking
4 or 5
gaming,
days off a week
Was
just
it
the
always,
game.
was it
love
always
it.
World of Warcraft?
That was like my main. I mean, I played pretty much everything, but yeah, World of
Okay.
Warcraft was like my main. I think time sinker, StarCraft, all the Blizzard games.
Yeah, StarCraft. I did that one. And then what was that? Command and Conquer?
Yep.
You ever play that one?
Yep, uh-huh.
Yeah, I got pretty heavy into that one for a minute.
Yeah,
But that's a commitment, dude. 12 plus hours.
Bro,
yeah,
hard.
you
dude.
had to. You don't want to fall behind. You got to work. you got to play your 12 hours to get whatever you need, and then you got to meet up with all your raid group at 8 o'clock or whatever. It's like a job. Don't be late. You're here for 2 hours,
Look
3
at
days a
my-
week.
Dude, okay.
Hey,
Yeah,
look,
it's-
it shows
yeah.
accountability.
I've never played the game, so I don't know. All those years of my brothers,
Yeah.
and then you living with you for all those years, I'm like, I've never played it.
Oh yeah, your brothers are big gamers.
Oh, huge gamers, dude.
Yeah.
We remember in our house, I think we had 5 to 6 computers that were
Oh, yeah.
like handmade by them. They go by the parts put together. And dude, I remember them being lightning fast.
Yeah.
And that's early 2000s. You know, so that's pretty good back then. They were pretty intelligent to be able to do that.
Yeah. To this day, I still build my own computers. That's something that I can pass on to my son. Like, hey,
Yeah.
you want to start playing games? All right, let's go build your computer. Then you're going to know how it works. If something breaks, you're going to know how to fix it, troubleshoot it, and then, But yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
I got a million hobbies. I do a million. I find something and I just like
Tweak out on it, bro.
just tweak out on it. Whether it's I watch a YouTube video about saltwater fish tanks, and the next day I got like all the parts ordered. I got a saltwater fish tank, and I know everything there is to know about saltwater fish tanks, and this is how I am.
Dude, that's awesome. Saltwater fish tanks are super hard to keep up.
Yeah, I had a 40-gallon. I downsized to just a small 10-gallon with one fish now, but they're definitely. I let mine go sometimes though, but it's yeah.
It's a process, though. 'cause
process.
the pH level has to be perfect, right?
Salinity, pH, alkalinity.
Look
everything.
out for that pH, baby.
Yeah.
Always gotta be
Yeah.
a little. I don't know. Never mind.
Keep that pH equal, baby. Let's go.
Yep. What did you? Did I miss something?
No. Maybe. Dude. So
Oh,
what?
go ahead.
No, it's okay.
Is it time for a card?
No. Fuck. You in our card? Not yet, dude.
Oh, I don't know.
I don't know what I was doing.
I just saw him grab.
Okay, I got a question for you. Mommy or dad? You can take one. The other one dies.
No, don't answer.
Oh no.
Oh, you don't want to play?
No. This isn't. This
Damn,
isn't.
they don't want to play.
This isn't Squid Games over here. They're supposed to be
Yeah.
like funny questions.
Yeah, here, we'll do one real quick. Do you wipe standing or sitting?
Ooh, both.
Ooh.
Both. You gotta.
Really?
You start sitting and then you stand to make sure you get everything, and then you might sit a little. You just got. Yeah, you can. Both.
Okay.
Do you in your last swipe to make sure? Do you leave it in and then squeeze your butt cheeks together?
No, but I do look at it to make sure it's clean. You have to do that.
That's some white people shit, man.
What do you do?
What do you mean?
I don't
White people
know.
shit?
That's not white people shit.
I
but
bidet.
Clean
wait,
bowl.
you have a piece of tissue in your butt right now?
No.
You just keep it in there?
Oh, that's what I thought. I thought that's what you were saying.
No, wet wipes, dude.
dude.
Well, you gotta keep it clean.
Wet
man.
wipes are bad for the environment. You can't flush
Oh,
those.
go ahead.
Yeah, you can. It says it on
But-
the thing. It says flushable.
That's right. Kirkland said it's okay, so I'm gonna do it.
And if Kirkland says it, they got some damage. So I believe them.
Absolutely. Have you ever tried a bidet?
I have not tried a bidet. I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I've actually looked on Amazon at some like attachments you can plumb up to your regular toilet that I'm.
I have
in.
two.
Oh, well, let's go.
Yeah,
right now.
it's just the attachment though. It's not the
Oh.
whole toilet.
Yeah,
it's rad.
It goes onto the lid, right?
Yeah, it goes
Is
under
it the
the lid.
tushy? Is that the one you have?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, dude, they're great.
Tim just has a hose through his window. It's not even. Turn it on. I'm done.
More power.
Turn it off.
Kill it.
Yeah.
Fucking Mike, dude. Okay, I see how it's gonna be, dude. No, I have it's the tushy ones. It goes under your toilet seat.
Okay.
It's like
it works good.
It works great.
Is it warmed, or is it cold? I know they have ones that are warm.
cold?
Oh.
I like it cold.
You like it cold? Wake you up in the morning.
Cools you off, man.
Yeah, wake you up in the morning.
Well,
Invigorating.
Because even in the wintertime, it'll get hot back there, dude. You
Yeah.
cool it down.
Or after something, you eat something spicy.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
It's like
Just
a
a bunch of-
Mentos commercial for your
You know,
butt.
I don't understand. I've traveled a lot. I'm sure you guys have, but most of the countries there's a bidet.
Yeah, most countries.
And then you
other
come
than
to the U.S. We're supposed to be the hard chargers, the lead of the world, and we're just using fucking cardboard.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
I played. I did play some games there, but I went to the Monte Carlo in Monaco,
Okay.
like the baller one, and I used the restroom there, which is a sweet experience because they had a all gold toilet that had it was weird. There was a bunch of buttons and a language I couldn't read, so I started pushing them. And no, this one this arm swings down to the toilet seat, and then the toilet seat rotates, and it does like a wash cycle, and then a drying cycle, and then you can hear the vents blow, so it's all warm, dry, clean.
Nice.
Yeah,
That's
and
the
then
future.
It was. I was shitting in a time machine. This thing was way from the future.
I heard the Japanese toilets are very futuristic like that, and a lot of them are lower too. You actually squat when you go to a public bathroom. You squat down, but they have all that stuff.
Yeah, I traveled to Asia a couple years ago, and one of the toilets, I think it was Japan, or whatever. You go in, and it's like a public toilet, and public toilet's cleaner than your own house.
Oh, especially in Japan, everything.
It is spotless.
Really?
And they have a spot for your phone. And then your phone goes in and gets cleaned while you're using the restroom. It drops down, they clean it with a special, whatever, and they bring it back out and you're good.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
Why
it's
don't we
pretty
do
cool.
that?
I don't know. I feel like we're the leader in many things, but not comforts and things that make your life easier in small ways.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And those are public restrooms?
Dude, gorgeous. Yes.
Really?
Very clean, dude. I mean, spotless.
Let me ask you this. When you were there, did you see any homeless people?
No.
In Japan, there's probably they don't even have trash on the street over there.
Yeah.
No, I didn't
So I
see
feel like that's probably plays a little bit of a factor sometimes. Not every place, but would LA do something like that?
Right.
Probably not.
No.
Yeah.
No, they're strict.
Or-
there. Like Mike was saying, it's very strict.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking of, Taiwan. That's the country where do you remember that old story? There was some kid who got lashed 16 times.
That was Singapore.
Oh,
was Singapore.
That was
Right.
Singapore.
'Cause he had he was graffitiing or something.
Yeah, he got
It was
caught.
some
US citizen,
rollerblader
right?
kid.
He was
Yeah.
U.S. citizen. He got caught doing graffiti somewhere in Singapore. Now, so people know, Singapore is it's not America,
No.
and they are extremely strict. I mean, no trash, bubble gum.
Yeah.
They are spotless. And I guess that kid went there and graffitied,
Yes.
and he got caned. It's not lashes. Yeah, it's caned.
Caned. That's right. But it's it's a 12-foot
Damn near
loose
lashes. Oh, yeah.
cane that they just. And I remember because it was kind of a popular. This was in the mid '90s.
It was a big deal.
It was because the U.S. was going, shouldn't have graffitied.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I think he actually got the caning.
He
right?
got the caning, yeah. I think
Yeah.
it was I don't want to say a number.
But guess what? He
Say
probably
17.
learned his lesson. He probably never
okay,
graffitied again.
So I remember hearing that story, and me being who I am, I Googled caning videos, punishment.
you would.
Oh, dude, no, it's no joke, dude. I wouldn't be able to take the first hit.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Very
They have him in
aggressive.
it looks like kind of the Japanese style white thong type thing,
Yeah.
and you're up against this
Yeah,
board.
holding something, right?
Yeah, and you're spread, and they just, dude, they whip it. Pow. Dude, terrible. And the guy, they're screaming instantly on the
Yeah.
first one. And it's 1 of 32. You're like, oh my God.
Talk to me when you get to 20.
But
Brutal.
your backside's usually your buttocks area, is what they're caning. It's like fucking raw hamburger.
Yeah.
It's bad.
Oh, they hit you in the butt.
Yeah.
It's not the back.
No, it's the
okay.
butt.
Oh my god.
And I remember
yeah. It's like soft tissue right there.
Yeah, I fast forward the video, and they show him like 32, pow, and he's like, ah. And this like guard comes up, they just untie him, they just pats him on the back, like, good job.
All right.
Come on.
All right, you're free to go.
Yeah.
You did it.
Yeah.
It was just weird. I'm like, what? This is wild, dude.
Yeah. It's not, I mean, that's good. They probably don't do that stuff very much.
I don't know. I just want to tell people when you travel, you're not in the U.S., you have zero rights. You're not in America.
You don't fuck around in a foreign country.
No. But people make that mistake. You ever watch the show Locked Up Abroad?
Yeah.
Oh my, dude! Some of these, I'm like, they're dead. They're done.
Yeah.
They're not going to make it.
Look
out
at that one basketball player, the WNBA player. She brought weed with her to Russia, and now she's there for how long?
9 years.
Yeah, 9 years.
And did you see that Robin was going to go save her, and then he backed down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Remember, I said Dennis Rodman. He was going to go.
Oh,
like,
Rodman.
hit
I
her.
thought you said Robin.
We
Like I was like,
talked
Batman
and Robin were gonna come save her.
Like, who's Robin?
No, but they. He was talking like he was going to save her. Remember, I told you guys on one of our last reviews.
Oh,
I said
yeah,
that's
yeah.
going to turn into a disaster. He's going to be put in jail.
Probably.
Putin doesn't give a shit. Okay,
Yeah.
you're not going over there saving anybody, and sure enough, you back down. They're like, dude, don't. You're messing in the wrong territory here.
I wonder if he calls like Kim Jong Un because supposedly they're pretty tight.
And just cries to him at night.
Yeah, probably.
His only friend left.
Maybe. Did you ever see the documentary when him going over there?
Yes.
Yeah, it was
Really interesting.
bizarre, dude.
It's super bizarre.
Yeah, he's like, this guy's great. We just partied every day, like all this shit, dude. Just girls and freaking drinking and going doing fun shit. And then it's like, no, dude, he's a crazy dictator.
Yeah.
You know, there's millions of people suffering every day because of that guy.
Yeah. Kim
You know,
Jong Un
but
went to
Rod-
school in U.S. Didn't he?
He did?
He's like
Yeah.
very like
He's-
Americanized for the most part. He's not like
Yeah.
Not-
And he
not
also
Americanized,
doesn't
but-
poop, apparently.
Oh yeah, I've heard that.
No, seriously.
He's a god.
Yeah, I know. That's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. They
Yeah.
pray to him.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
yeah, they have those videos where they like sneak in footage from North Korea, and if you want to go visit them, they have somebody following you around, and you're only allowed to take pictures of certain things. And okay, everybody outside and fake restaurants and everything.
Yeah, one of the I don't want to call it folklore because I feel like this happened. I read an article about it, but it was when his dad passed and like there was the transition of power. Like they held like the big ceremony, and like they were going around arresting people who didn't look like they were crying hard enough.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because it's all the optics, dude. You know
Dude,
what I'm
how
saying?
terrible is that though?
Well,
That's insane. Can you imagine if that happened in the U.S.?
No,
You're not crying enough for President Biden going senile. You're put in jail.
Be
Like the hell I am going to jail.
I'm laughing. That's what I do,
Dude,
dude. That is crazy.
that's terrible.
Yeah,
I've always just wondered why no one liberates them. How come no one goes to North Korea and just liberates them?
I think it's because they have a humongous army, and they're like they kind of operate with. Do they have enough weapons to not to win? They're not going to beat anybody, probably specifically, or like a superpower country, but they do obtain things that can cause problems for millions and millions of people. You know, they have nuclear capacity.
It only takes one nuke, just like
Yeah.
Russia. Like they can't even take over Ukraine, but if they really wanted to, they could. You know, just like North Korea.
And I'll say this: as far as the nuclear technology goes, they must still be somewhat concerned because otherwise, if you're like, oh, let's say they have like 2, you know,
Yeah.
I don't know. Let's say they have 5, I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
Seems like 5 would be a lot, but let's say they have them. You know, they're still worried about it to the point of otherwise they would be like, dude, we got all of our anti-everything on your entire country. You're not going to do shit. You know, they don't do that.
Yeah.
Right. So to me, that means they have some kind of play. You know what I'm saying? And they're connectors with money and all this stuff. There was a gal that was on Joe Rogan's podcast that she was a defector from North Korea. And
Man, that was a rough one.
yeah, and it was like if you ever get the chance to listen to that, it was, you know, and again, this is her perspective.
Yeah.
So take that for what you want, but it was extremely descriptive and it sounded like hell. Like absolute hell. Like they were eating rats, they were eating the bodies and stuff just to stay alive because they wouldn't give, you know, you'd get like 1 egg for the month, you know, for your entire family and a cup
Crazy.
of rice. You know what I mean? And it's like, you know, I guess when anyone asks like about like crazy communism or socialism, be like that's what I'd be afraid of.
Yeah, for sure.
You know, something like that.
And even just wanting to have like kids and anything in that environment, it's just like, how are they even taking care of themselves? And you know, it's sad.
It is sad.
Imagine the stress these people are living under. That's just terrible, dude.
I mean, enough to like you're willing to die to get out of there.
Yeah.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like you're pushing people to the limits. Like I can't stay here. Hey. Well, that's why we're lucky. We're sitting here having a drink.
We could be in America doing a podcast.
Yeah, and you won't get arrested for having an ounce of weed on you. Straight up.
Yeah. You can say whatever you want about the president. Doesn't matter.
Ring that bell, dude. Freedom. Hey.
Thank you, Freedom. Freedom. Actually, you know what's funny? Is you help with that freedom with your job, boy.
Oh, yeah.
You get them oil in the streets. You don't have to say the company, but what's the best way to describe what you do?
The best way to describe what I do.
Without saying,
I mean, it's a little bit of a mix of Homer Simpson. So
okay.
you ever see Homer and he's sitting in a power plant and behind a bunch of controls. And so we have things we monitor: tank levels, pressures, temperatures, and all that kind of stuff, manipulate valves. But we also, have over 200 wells on the location that we monitor. You have some wells that are producing oil. You have some wells that are re-injecting water back into the ground to keep Long Beach from. Oh shoot! I said where I was at. Long Beach. From going back to that. From I don't care. I don't care.
Obviously.
Yeah. It's a great spot.
From going, being re-injected from
Okay.
them to subsidence and sink back into the ground. Yeah. But like Homer Simpson.
Okay,
Yeah.
I get you.
No, it's it's crazy. It's definitely one of those one of a kind type jobs.
Oh, totally one of a kind. It's rad, dude.
It's one of those jobs you have to explain to somebody every time they ask you what you do, and
It's like, look, I push buttons.
It's kind of hard to hard to explain sometimes. There's some field work. I get dirty every once in a while. I don't like to, but I
got you.
you got to go outside every once in a while.
Yeah, that's cool. Let's say being in that industry, what's your take on like the stance with California trying to go all electric with everything?
It won't happen. I don't think it'll happen. Yeah, I think they can talk all they want, and they can say that they're going to be going full electric, but you're not going to get everybody to buy full electric cars. I don't care how cheap that you make it, or you're not going to be able to make it affordable. There's people that are having below the median income that are considered in poverty. You're gonna here, go buy a brand new electric car because you have to have an electric car. We're gonna fine you. You know what I mean? Like how
Totally.
the people are still gonna have their cars. There's still gonna be, I think it was like 2035 or something they want to do, or
2035 is supposed to be in the state of California. They're not going to be selling anything that's new.
Yeah.
Will not be a combustion engine
Yeah.
or gasoline.
I still
The auto industry has to kick back on that.
I'm sure
Well,
they
They have to not be happy.
Supposedly, I can't remember what the make was, or the make. Someone said that they're going to stop selling in California, like to help that cause, but they're going to like have more electric base.
Oh
vehicles
wow,
coming.
really?
Yeah, but here's I was reading something. This is like, I don't know, sometime last week. I read an article and I was like, oh, that's super interesting. So the conundrum that, let's say, if all of society was like, no more fuel based, it's all electric, or I guess it would be fuel, but it's all electric based engines, right? They said that the grid that we currently have cannot sustain that to keep it at the same price.
Yep.
For what the average is per kilowatt when you are
Interesting.
charging. So there was a study that showed in France, one of the regions, and if I'm butchering this, I'm sorry, but the information's out there. But they showed over it was a 10-year period where they had gone from the big push to do a lot like more electrical based. Now, population size a lot smaller in the area. But what it showed is the inability for the power grid systems to get enough energy out there to be able to facilitate the same cost. So what ended up happening is they said, okay, well, since we can't produce more, we're going to have to charge more. So now what once used to cost 50 cents to have a full charge on something is now $50, $80. And over a 10-year period, it was hitting like almost $90 US to fill up like the same amount of a charge as an electric car. So that's what they were talking about here is like, now there may be a gap in time, depending on how the infrastructure goes. Now, yeah, obviously if you can, quadruple other things, which the backside of that is kind of interesting is because most of those energy distribution plants are based off of coal use, so it's kind of an ironic scenario that we have here. But even if that were the case, if most of the pull was, hey, look, it's eco-friendly, it's efficient, it costs you a couple bucks to fill up your charge and you can drive just as long as maybe when you had a gas engine. The idea would be is over, that might run out relatively quick if everyone jumps in at once because it's going to over inundate. So those costs are definitely going to be, they're talking about like it cost you $100, which is what I've cost me to fill up my tank today. You know what I mean? So it's like, well, where's the benefit here other than maybe feeling better about yourself so we can say we're a net zero country, which I think is bullshit because we just export a lot of shit, or import a lot of stuff. But anyway.
There's never. I mean, California already has rolling blackouts as it is. Our power grid's already is basically to the limit for the most part, and that's with oil, that's with solar, that's with wind. Yeah. There's no way. I mean, I'm not saying that it's never going to happen.
Sure.
It could happen 100, 200 years, whatever. But the next 30 to 50 years, we can't even keep the power grid going with all the oil power plants, refineries producing what they're producing. And then on top of that, adding more wind turbines. They want to add them in the ocean or something like that. And then, all of the other stuff that they're using. The solar is not as efficient. It might be. And then what about all this battery disposal and stuff like that? Then you have a whole nother.
They don't really decompose, right?
No, they put them in landfills and stuff like that. And then all the cost of making these batteries, like I think in a Tesla, after a certain amount of miles, you have to spend like $30,000 or something like that.
You brought up Tesla. Wait a minute, hold on.
It's like $30,000 or something.
You're in the golden era of electric cars
for like
right
a
now.
whole new battery and stuff like that. And then where do they put that battery? They charge you $30,000. They take the battery, they put it in a landfill, plus all the stuff that they make batteries with. They got to mine.
Yeah,
where are we getting that stuff from?
Not the United States.
Yeah, you're paying. It's some slave labor in some country that's mining.
Well, what's the
mining,
big
whatever?
What's the big metal that's in all the batteries? The lithium. So the lithium mines, like one of the biggest one in the world is in Mexico.
Yeah.
And they said it's basically like dominated by the cartel, like controls the ins and outs. But if it's like, okay, well, that's the biggest mine in the world. You're telling me we're not buying from them? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? So it's like, not that I get it. Shit happens and you got to push product and it's probably not everybody's good people. But, it's like, don't like wear your little sign being like, I'm doing my part, when it's like, yeah, but like how many people had to die to get you the fucking battery that you got? Because now we're going back to the same problem again.
Yeah.
So it's like, I wouldn't say that it's new because it's different, but it's the same process, and I feel like the same result will take place in the end. If we're not all sitting here in 20 years bitching about, the gas prices being $5+, now it's going to be, what's your electrical cost? Yeah. Well, I paid fucking $1,200 a month for just my house and my fucking cars. You know what I mean? Just in fuel, so...
And anyway. A lot of people like to think of like the oil companies and the oil industry as like bad people and stuff like that. But when it comes to the environment stuff, they're the most heavily scrutinized out of.
Totally.
We're 100% under a microscope. You can't even fart out there without AQMD and Department of Oil and Gas and whatever other agencies are going to come and fine you for that.
Yeah.
So everything, all the tank vapors, standing fluids, there's all these rules and stuff like that we're probably one of, I don't want to say like, because we're still pumping oil and stuff like that, but very conscientious of all the environment.
Well, I just think, like you said, I think you're probably the most regulated and the most scrutinized because I tell you what, as soon as anything leaks,
oh my God,
it's a huge. Something just happened, right? Or there was probably the one that sticks out in everyone's mind is BP that year, where it was just an insane amount of fuel got leaked. And it's like, and I'm not saying that's good at all.
Yeah.
But, things happen, catastrophes happen, and then you rebuild and make it better, right?
And we have tons of, like sensors on everything, redundant systems, everything for pressures and all that. So
I do think I did ride in a Tesla the other day. Yeah, and it was sick.
Dude,
I'll give them that. It was like you were driving in like a spaceship go-kart, dude. It was just like, woo.
It is the best car I have ever owned.
Yeah, it's
best
cool.
car by far.
It's
then he's got
cool.
to drop. You're going to spend $30,000 on new batteries. Like, dang, dude, let me enjoy like at least one more year of this.
You got plenty of time on that thing, dude.
Nah, I'll be fine. That'd be fine.
Have you had any quality control issues with it? I know that I see a lot of things about like, the gaps on the doors don't line up,
actually,
and
honestly,
this doesn't work, bad quality to that.
No, I haven't had a problem on it at all, dude. Nothing. It upgrades on its own with the Wi-Fi. Mm-hmm. So,
Can you play World of Warcraft on it?
You probably could if you wanted to.
I
upgrade the screen.
I think it would look bad if I pulled into my parking lot in a Tesla, though. They probably ding my doors.
Yeah, you want to be like, dude, Judas.
Yeah.
Judas.
Oh, man. Well, hey,
Oh, you know what I wanted to ask you, though? The price of inflation in fuel, has that affected what you guys are doing?
In what way? Oh, no.
Like financially, does it impact you guys?
Oh, I mean, it's better
because the price of fuel going that way up is that
well,
good?
the price of fuel goes up because the price of oil goes up.
Right.
Because then the refineries are making when you pay for it at the pump, you're paying the refineries that are turning it into gas. Because not all oil is turned into gas.
Okay.
Because everything that's plastic, makeup, it depends on what you're selling it for. But yeah, the price of oil going up, obviously per barrel, is definitely beneficial for the oil company and for the refinery. But yeah.
So it doesn't really impact you guys. It just impacts our wallets.
Hey, what? I'm not the bad guy here. You drive a Tesla. What are you even talking about?
Well, I mean,
Have you ever seen that commercial that has said like what the world would look like if petroleum didn't exist?
No.
Oh, dude, it was awesome because it was like it started like it was one of those like let's get rid of all these stuff. And they're like, and it's like let's take a snapshot into the future if we got rid of all petroleum based products right now.
Yeah,
dude, nothing. It's like unless it's made out of metal. Or just straight wood. It's like every plastic, every rubber piece, every dude, it was actually a pretty neat commercial because there was shit on there where I was like, no shit. Yeah. I didn't even know that, not that I know everything, but kind of had an understanding of what, kind of things are, but it was like just day in, day out shit that we all use and take advantage of. And, Yeah. So I'm like, I like this commercial.
If you look at old pictures of Long Beach, Huntington Beach, Seal Beach, Signal Hill, all those areas, all these areas were built on oil. If you Google an old picture of Huntington Beach on PCH, it's literally hundreds of derricks that are along black and white picture. Hundreds for miles. These places wouldn't exist if it wasn't for oil.
There's one of Signal Hill. Yeah, it looked crazy.
Yeah,
I mean all over the place.
All over the place.
All over the place. Mm-hmm. I totally agree with you.
Yeah,
dude. There's because they used to go all the way down to they'd run through Huntington all the way down to Newport and onto the peninsula and out. And so, I don't know why I know this. What happened? Anyway, I had met some dude back in the day when I was partying, a little bit, going out in Newport, meeting people. And this guy that I met was like, hey, party in my house after the bar, we're like, oh, cool. I'm like, your house? And he was saying where it was. And it was down on the peninsula, a really nice place. And I'm like, okay, buddy, what do you do for work? And he was just like, oh yeah, dude, my family has passed us down. He was the only one left. And so he gets the house. And what happened is back in the day when they made the push to get rid of the derricks, is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Right. So when they wiped those from the area and they were trying to reinvest this and to do real estate, no one wanted to buy anything because it was all the ground's messed up and because of the soil and whatnot. And so there was again, I don't know if this is true or not, but what he said is that they actually gave they were giving them away and would pay you to take the piece of property because they were trying to build this up. Mm-hmm. So there was, because he said, he goes, yeah, dude, he's like, if you ever see anyone that's under 40 that says they live here because they own it, they're either a celebrity, a sports player, or they inherited the house because it came down through the family that way. And I'm like, damn, I wish I was back there. They'd be like, I'll take 8 plots.
Yeah, just give
me 8. Yeah.
Where's this at again?
This was the peninsula in Newport.
Oh my gosh, in Newport Beach.
Some people in Huntington and Long Beach and those areas, they still have mineral rights. So a little way how it works. So when you drill a well, engineers, they find out where the oil is. They drill a well and it basically bends down like fingers. So if that well happens to be, even though it's a mile down, it's technically under your house, which is under your property. So they actually pay you money every month or year. I don't know exactly how. For a certain amount of time, you get what's called mineral rights. What? So you could be making an extra couple $1,000s a month or however much it is just because there's an oil well drilled a mile below your house.
What?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Is that only in California?
No, I think they probably have it in Texas, anywhere the oil. I think, yeah.
That's interesting.
Or some people have little small wells on their property because there's the horse head pumps that you see that look like horses, and then there's full blown ESP submersible pumps under. But there's people who have a one well on their property that they probably had in their family for however long that
and they're just making money off that.
It just sits in their backyard and it pumps into a container, and then they pay to have it shipped off. And they're making, oil's $100 a barrel right now. So, they're making thousands of dollars a month off of just one oil well that they maybe inherited or was in their whatever. But yeah, it's just sitting in their backyard pumping oil. Small little well.
They still have that. Wow, that's interesting. Mm-hmm. Dude, That's like here in Long Beach or?
Yeah, Long Beach, Huntington,
Dude, that's interesting.
Newport, anywhere.
And you learn all this because of your job, right?
Yeah.
Good Lord, dude. You know what I really want to know? Dude, how was it when you were told you're having a kid?
Oh, now we're switching gear. Or
listen to me, because I know you, fool. Okay.
Yeah.
Was that a like whoa moment for you?
Oh yeah, I think I was like, I think when we looked at the test, I was like, are you serious? Like that's what my girlfriend always says. Makes fun of me because those are like my first words when I found out that I was having a kid. Was
I can see that. I can hear that actually.
Are you serious? I mean, it's life changing and everything. Well, it's one of the greatest things that's ever happened to me. Yeah, for sure.
I like that, man. Yeah.
But it's definitely that first like shock moment, like. Fuck, okay, then your whole life changes that second. It really does. That second, you're what am I gonna... I can't blow all this money on this dumb shit anymore. I gotta save for my kid, save for his future. What, yeah, it's crazy. Damn. Your whole life changes the second.
How old's your boy?
He'll be 2 in October, 17th. Yeah.
I'm going strong, dude. Not yet.
It'll happen.
I don't know if it'll ever happen. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Like I said, you'd be a fun dad.
I appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
That'd be a good time. And I'm going to look at you guys and be like, why didn't you stop me? This is madness.
Probably.
Madness.
And I'll go,
probably.
You're going to be all right.
Yeah.
Dude.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah. Well, one day I'll probably have kids. I always like asking my friends, like, hey, how was it like with your first kid when you were first asked? Because you're excited, but you're also like, dude, this is a big moment.
Wait, what was the question again?
Like your first child.
Yeah,
like when you find out like your partner, your lady.
Honestly, I just wing it, and I'm still winging it to this day. That's all you can do with it is you just wing it, you know? And then you Google stuff. You Google a lot of stuff too, What is this weird rash or what happened? It's just wing it.
You adapt and overcome, huh?
He's still alive, so that's that's all that matters, right?
Right.
He's healthy, and he's still alive.
I have subtle reminders all the time. I'm like, we're doing good.
Yeah.
They look happy.
You take your victories, and like we were talking about earlier. Okay, he ate 3 chicken nuggets today and had that. That's a small victory, and then you go through your phases, potty training and school and all that stuff. You have to look
That's
forward
cool,
to in the
man.
future. Yeah.
How was it when he was born? Were you pretty stoked? Like,
yeah.
I mean, because you go to the hospital
when
two
it was
people,
happening?
yeah, and then
Well, no, everybody said you hear it all the
you go
time.
home. There's another person in the house.
Like you think like you're really gonna give me this kid right now? You're gonna let me walk out of the hospital with this child? Like
That's so wild.
I remember we couldn't even get the car seat in right. The nurse kid was like out with us and helped us put the car seat in because I was like, I don't even know how to get this in. Like it was just fumbling around and it's crazy and just seeing it. I'd seen births before as an EMT, but just seeing
Gotta be different when it's your own child.
kid. You're just wow, this is
100%.
crazy.
Did you cry?
I got a little teary eyed, but
I love it.
yeah, it's in shock. It's
100%.
Yeah.
It's the most like involuntary like mental change. Like you can't I don't know. It's hard to describe because like what you're saying, like when does it hit you? I think was kind of what you're asking, right? Like so when you find out they're pregnant and then you kind of go through the process. These little moments where you're like, oh shit.
Yeah, like this is shocking, but it's a good shocking.
Yeah, but
it's
like,
not the hit where you're like, oh.
No, the hit is when they're like,
yeah.
here.
Also, when you hear the heartbeat.
Oh my god! Well, see, even
the ultrasound, the 3D ultrasound, and you hear the heartbeat for the first time, and because there's a lot of stress in the beginning too, like where you're like, is this viable? Is all this because like you don't get to hear the heartbeat for like the first 6 weeks or something like that.
And then
so
they do the test, and then you want it you want the test to come back good, and then you're kind of like, I don't know. Every time when we would get those done, it was kind of like you kind of just like gear up for whatever the answer is. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like you kind of come in with like hoping for the best, but preparing for something we don't want to hear. But even after all that, dude, I would definitely say the first time you see them, and you're like
physically,
yeah, because then it's real.
Yeah.
Like up until like even though I know it's real, and then like you're like it's all big and like just the pregnancy side of it and everything. And even then, I'm kind of just like, it'll happen when it happens. And then when it does, it was like.
Yeah.
Like a lot of, like I said, it was like an involuntary, like feeling change. Like all of a sudden it was like, I am in charge of this. Wow. This is like, this is a crazy assignment. You know what I mean?
Deal.
But like, and then you have all the accountability for it. So it's like, yeah, it was crazy, but it was like awesome. It was like a crazy, and if you didn't cry, dude, you're way more stronger emotionally than me. I was just like a baby.
I was just in shock.
Like, this is amazing. Yeah.
I have a story. The first, because he was just born, he was sitting on her chest and stuff like that, and when you want to get a picture or whatever. Yeah. And what do I do as the idiot in me? I take a picture and the flash was on. So this kid is in the world for like 10 seconds, and I'm just like, and he's like all blinded by the flash, and I still get shit for that. My girlfriend gives me shit for that still to this day.
You're like, open your eyes, bud.
Poor little guy. Not even 30 seconds on this earth, and you're just blasting him with bright lights.
Yeah, I felt bad.
Welcome to social media, kid.
Yeah, you're gonna get used to this.
Oh my god!
Isn't that crazy though? Because when we're kids, we probably have a picture maybe twice a year, a few times a year when you have a holiday, a picture of yourself. You have holidays, birthdays, maybe you're out doing something. But kids these days have a picture of them once a day, every hour they're awake, and they're going to be able to carry that with them the rest of their life. Because you're like, show me a picture when I'm 11. It's probably not even that I don't even know. How
are you going to know?
There's literally every single day there's a video picture.
Well, the digital world has changed everything.
Crazy.
Dude.
No, it's crazy. My phone, I had to get a new phone because it was full. I never thought I'd take so many pictures. I had like 100 pictures on my old phone. My kid was born out of 100,000.
Yeah. You're a proud dad. Nothing wrong with that, dude.
Absolutely.
Freaking proud dad.
Yeah. But it's crazy. how much
I was just thinking it's got to be such a huge change. Like, she's pregnant. You go to the hospital. There's two of you. Well, technically three. I get it.
Yeah.
But two of you walking.
Yeah.
And then the next time you guys leave this place, there's going to be three of you.
Yeah.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah. It's a big day.
They're 18 years old, out to do other thing, but you're still kind of responsible. You can be this person that's going to be in the earth forever, until they're gone.
Yeah. And directly impacts of like how you
that's
act,
wild.
treat, teach, all of it, right? Like
It's crazy.
Oh, it's crazy. But you said it you said it perfect, dude. Like, yes, and you want to think that you can like pre-plan and all this shit, but the reality is you're constant in a state of winging.
Yeah.
And when things are going good, you go, we're gonna go this way. And then when it doesn't, you read up on it and you Google and you find out like all the shit that like the experts tell you that you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
And then you try to adjust, and then you find another groove that works, and you ride that until something changes. Mm-hmm. At least that's how I do it.
Before
my
they're
wife's way better at it than me.
before they're born, you think like, okay, he's only going to eat vegetables, and he's going to eat 3 meals a day, and he's going to do this, and he's going to sleep this long, and just the other day, it's like shit. Here's a Funyun and some goldfish and some apple juice and a cookie. That's what you ate for lunch.
Healthy.
But if you're gonna eat it, you're gonna eat it because I'd rather you eat that than not eat anything.
Calories, dude.
To be honest with
Just
you,
get it in your system.
You know what I've been thinking about right now? When we're done recording this, I'm going to order me some motherfucking Chinese food.
Oh, I love real
dude.
Chinese food or like Panda Express.
No, like Chinese food.
Oh, I love Panda Express. That's like my go-to.
Wait, what?
Panda Express.
Mongolian beef.
That's not even like authentic freaking.
I don't care. That's like my
Okay.
just if I'm just having like a good day and I'm like, I'm gonna get some Panda Express today. It's like a reward.
But I was thinking, what
do you order?
Orange chicken, teriyaki chicken, all chow mein. Every time.
All chow mein.
Every time. Fuck the rice, dude. It tastes like
jeez.
Well,
Okay.
the
chow mein.
really good.
The chow mein's good.
I do the greens. I do half greens, half chow mein because I feel like
I'm just gonna
Feel better.
I'm gonna order right now from somewhere that has like spring rolls.
They got spring rolls at Panda.
Nah, those won't be good though.
No, they're a little soggy.
I like Panda
sometimes.
too, but not for spring rolls.
I actually like Hawaiian barbecue too, but Hawaiian barbecue.
Dude, Hawaiian barbecue is excellent. Mm-hmm. It's excellent.
That's pretty good.
Yes.
The macaroni salad.
Oh, I don't know what they put in that. Some crack or something, but it's
Let's go.
It's so bomb.
Yeah, and the spam musubis and all that.
Dude, I feel like we're gonna have to have you come back and do like a food thing with us with Jordan. Jordan's big on food.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Clearly.
Full on foodie. Hey, you got a couple questions for him?
I do. I have a couple more. Speaking of food, what's better, boneless wings or regular wings?
Okay, hold on. Is there any masculine male pressure in here right now?
What? Did you say masculine male pressure?
Both of them.
Okay. I'd say no.
There's no peer pressure from males happening right now, right?
No.
Likes boneless.
So we get out.
He likes boneless.
You know Danielle's listening to this right now.
I get a better dip.
You know what? I'm gonna back Tim up on this one. I'm gonna go with boneless.
Oh my god. Let's go, dude.
I'm gonna go with boneless.
Dude, I just dunk it one time and throw the whole thing in.
Exactly.
Let's go, man. And then people want to make fun of you. Oh, you're not a man because you ain't got no bone in there. I'm like, okay.
No, it's not. Really, I don't feel like it's a manly thing. I think it's just a preference thing. Like the chicken.
That's what I thought.
The chicken tastes different. And typically, boneless wings are like chicken breast.
Dude, we should order some boneless wings right now.
So but like, because it's like light meat, dark meat thing.
Yeah.
And I like the dark meat on the wings. So like that's where I get after it. And oh my god, dude. Did you send me the meme, or was it the one where it's like it shows like it's all white person eats chicken wings, this something, then this person, and then it said like a Nigerian eats chicken wings, and it nailed it all the way down to the like ate the bone and everything.
Bro, it's gone. My dad, he completely demolishes the bone marrow. It's like, no!
But you know what though? That's where a lot of the nutrients are.
It's true.
That's exactly why Nigerian or Africans eat it, because, if you don't have much,
Yeah.
Dude, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Do what you gotta do.
I get it.
Yeah.
The calcium, the potassium, and like all the proteins from the bone marrow inside. Like I tried to rip into one because I thought, you know what, I'm gonna fucking go for it. So I was gnawing on this bone for a while. I could not get it to break down at all.
Your brittle teeth, your brittle American
Dude.
teeth.
Brittle American teeth, these stupid
Too much
privileged
soda.
teeth.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Just been destroying them for years.
City boy teeth, dude.
Yeah.
Gotta get them rugged.
Anyway, but I did see there was a life hack that works, but it only works on us. It can't be breaded wing. It has to be baked. But if you go long ways with the
Pull
flats, bite, twist, and pull,
Yeah.
it pulls both bones out perfectly, and you have the huge chunk of meat, which is perfect for dipping. Which is why the boneless ones are better for dipping. I totally get it.
I haven't tried that yet. I did see
Anyway,
that.
that was my
though.
dissertation on boneless.
Thank you, sir. Yeah, I like that.
Thanks, man. Sam.
Yeah, same. I am totally with you.
Do you like the drumsticks or the wing?
Boneless
The
wings.
wings.
You like the wings over the
No, not
drumsticks?
boneless though. Yeah, man.
If they have the bone.
Oh,
Do you like the drumstick or the wing?
The
Drumstick.
flat.
The flat.
I like them
The
thighs,
flat,
baby.
Big old flap,
I like the flat. Yeah, it's got a fatter skin piece on one
Yeah, the
side
skins.
too.
Yeah.
right?
All right.
Tasty. Dark.
Well, that was fun.
Oh,
Brings
my
us to our next question.
One more.
One more? Oh, now we're asking
One
this
more.
one. Is sex with a conjoined twin considered a threesome?
Dude, I can't do this.
You sure can.
I
It's a yes or no question,
I can't
Tim.
do this. It depends.
I can answer or he's to answer?
Of course.
You can answer first, actually. Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, is she involved? Are both involved or one involved?
I mean, they're conjoined.
So it's consensual between both of them.
Of course.
Not
We're
like one twin's like it's not
we're not talking about
not
rape.
that.
Jeez,
no,
man.
because like sometimes you might have that one side might have a boyfriend and the other one might not. So that's that one twins. They have separate brain, right?
Could you imagine trying to have to answer that question where you're bringing that into court and they're like, you raped this girl. You're like, no.
No,
Just turn to her left. She was in.
So there's these conjoined twins on TikTok that I follow. It's interesting, and one of them they drive and everything. But
How is
one of them has a boyfriend and the other one does not have a boyfriend.
Okay,
so like she just basically like turns the other way. I don't know as far as like sexually, but like if they're kissing or hanging out or
Do you
whatever.
think
Where
she
are they
feels it?
connected?
In the middle or right here, like in
Oh my God,
the
like the
torso.
movie?
Yeah,
Stuck on
I
You?
think
Did
one
you ever see that?
I think one controls one arm and one leg, and the other one controls one arm and one leg, and then they have the two heads.
And then,
But they think independently.
Yeah. Oh
completely.
yeah.
Wow.
Two completely
Dude,
different personalities. Yeah, I just found it interesting. Yeah, but with
Totally
that, and one of
super
them sits
crazy.
and one of them uses the brake and one of them uses the gas. when they
look,
drive.
I'm gonna be honest here. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do anything sexual with the conjoined twin, or whatever you call it.
Okay.
It's not happening.
I would
not
probably
happening. It's-
agree with you.
But that
It's a
wasn't the
very
question.
interesting
Would it be
scenario.
considered a threesome?
But to answer the question, I would say yes,
Yes, it
because
would
they
be.
are conjoined.
Yeah.
And I would consider them two people.
Yeah, they're
Oh,
two
is that the
people.
question?
Yeah,
It
they're two
doesn't
people.
say consensual. We're assuming it's consensual because
Well,
we do
I-
not
yeah.
condone the other.
Because you ever think like, hey, I don't want to. The other twin might be there and say, I don't want to have sex with that person. I'm not, but
just
it's
see a lot
not
of-
their choice. It's a
Makes-
different person.
I
Yeah.
mean, I've had the honor and privilege of being in many relationships.
Hey, ring the bell, Tim. Ring that bell.
I forgot where I was going with that.
I bet you
Unring the bell.
Unring the bell. Let me take that back.
What were we talking about?
I thought I thought you were building up a story to say that you had relations with a conjoined
Conjoined
twin.
twin.
But it sounds like it did not happen.
Oh, hear me out. And I was just saying, look, I've had many relationships, and I can barely handle one female.
Yeah.
Why the heck would I want to have two? And that's not to like take a dig at women, but relationships will work. It is what it is.
Oh, I
You
wasn't
wanna add
looking
a
at it from the
third
point
person?
of dating. I was just talking about like
Bro, we're talking about sex. Homie.
Yeah.
the act of relations.
Yeah.
Come on.
What do you mean?
Fornication.
Yeah. Whose side are you on, Mike? Yeah.
Talking about fornication.
Fornication.
I'm just saying, man. Couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Couldn't fucking do it. I'm sorry. There's no fornication. I just couldn't do it.
Well, I mean, how do the Mormons
Weird.
do it? 5 wives.
I know, but conjoined twin?
Yeah, because then you
That's
like,
a lot of hands.
and you know they'd be talking about you all the time. Gang up. You like one look at one. You're like, I know you guys are talking shit.
I know you guys are talking.
I could read it in your eyes. She's smirking.
You read each other's minds.
Oh, that's wild. Okay,
Yeah,
one more.
last
One more.
question. This is just what are like if you can name a funny fantasy football team name? I don't know if you guys would be into that one.
The McCrackens.
I don't know. My fantasy football team was Wookiee of the Year because I like Star Wars. So and I like fantasy football too.
Okay, dude. Well, then we should do a fantasy football and food show.
Okay.
Because I'm definitely.
Did you already draft your fantasy team?
Not yet. I got a couple.
We did
coming up,
ours
though.
last week.
First pick. Who was it?
Okay, so I was second pick in a 12-man team. I've been burned by Christian McCaffrey twice in a row from getting injured.
Okay.
So first pick was Jonathan Taylor.
Yeah.
I took Eckler. Second because even though I don't give a shit if CMC has his record year, I just can't take a gamble. He broke my heart too many times.
I mean, as long as Eckler's healthy, his numbers, even if CMC goes crazy, will still be close.
If he can keep
He's
the
amazing.
touchdown percentage up this year, then he should be good.
Well, Spiller's already hurt, dude, so he's looking good.
Yeah.
No, can't ask that question. Sam, do you have a funny fantasy football name?
You play fantasy, Sam?
I don't. I did for a minute, and then I fell behind, bro. And then like the computer was playing for me, and I started winning. And I was like, all right, well, I guess I
really?
suck. Yeah, man. Yeah.
Playing for money? Because that's awesome.
Yeah, money is always good. Yeah.
I don't play any fantasy football.
Nothing.
I just don't have time.
Do you watch any sports at all? You were never really a big like sport. There's a game on.
I'll watch.
Yeah, you'll watch.
I'll watch, but I'm not like
a favorite
this is
team,
my
or you're not
hardcore
wearing a
team.
jersey to bed or anything like that. Yeah.
No. I mean, I just got, I don't know,
I had a team last year.
pretty busy.
Their name was the Beijing Bidens.
Oh my God.
I lost, though, so I have
No
to change
way.
it. Yeah. I thought it was super funny, but
That's a great
a lot of
name.
guys didn't care for that one. But whatever.
We should all get a
Political humor is the best.
league going with all.
If you want to do league,
Dude, that's a great idea.
I love fantasy sport. I play
Let's go fantasy league.
Formula One. I do fantasy Formula One. I like
Do you
doing
really?
that. Yeah.
Ooh, I have no
That's
idea
more
about
like
that.
weekly though. That's not like a full on thing, but yeah.
Ah, dude, well, there's probably for sure enough
Yeah.
people that have been on here that would be down to do that.
It's good. All the shit talk.
Yeah.
the big right guy, dude.
Called the Let's Go League.
Yeah.
I'm in. Make it. Do it.
Okay.
Or I'm
mean,
here.
it-
I support it.
I don't know.
Let's do it.
Football starts Thursday. You still haven't had your draft yet, so you can probably still put a team together. It might be too short notice though.
We got 2
Until
weeks.
next season.
And then the 11th is the first game.
Hey, dude, you know what we got to do is have like
8th Thursday night football. The Rams versus somebody. Who are they playing? It's the 8th.
Yeah, the
Already?
Bills.
The Bills and the Rams. That's right.
Yeah.
Thursday night football.
Mikey always just on it, bro. I love it. I would say this right now, dude, before we could take off. You living with me in my house all those years was some of the best times of my life.
All we do is scare each other. We had a big
Oh my
Obama. We had a
God,
big
dude.
Obama cutout that would just leave in
Dude,
his
that
room,
fucking
open his
thing.
door, and he'd just freak out in the shower.
slide your closet open. Obama's
Yeah.
like, hey.
I would always scare him. Always.
He used to scare shit. But dude, we just had a good time.
Oh, that's
we
rad.
were just
fun.
enjoying our 20s, man. Mm-hmm. That's rad. But
Hell
dude,
yeah.
thanks for coming on. We're gonna
fun.
have you back. Honestly, you
Yeah.
got to come back on, dude.
That's fun. Yeah, it was fun. I definitely want to come back on. We'll do a food challenge or whatever you want to.
know what? Yes.
Not a challenge, but just maybe as a food podcast.
We can do like
Do it. I've been
Yeah.
keep trying to tell him to do something like that. I really do.
bro, if I have some time,
Oh, I
I'm
know.
in. I want to do it so bad.
I know.
But yeah, that would be great. Like
Yeah.
do like a food thing or a food, like honestly, a food challenge would be kind of funny and it'd be cool to record.
Yeah.
So we can do something.
Let's do
stupid.
it.
Yeah.
I'm in.
And then
How many chicken nuggets can everyone eat? I'll be the first one.
26.
McDonald's chicken nuggets or like what are we talking about?
McDonald's chicken
Ooh,
nuggets.
McDonald's chicken nuggets are good.
I could do 60.
60? Okay, we're gonna have to get that on camera.
Yeah, we're for sure. Okay, then we'll do the nugget.
That's recorded. That's on record right
Let's
now.
do
so.
the nugget challenge, and we'll get them from a place kind of like McDonald's.
Let's do it.
They're McDowell's.
McDonald's. No, you know what? Let's do Burger King. They're spicy ones. We'll spice it up too.
Oh,
They-
No, I mean for like. Just, no. I don't want 60
What? 60
spicy.
Dude,
Nah.
okay, we'll go to McDonald's.
Okay.
And, each car in your separate cars. I'm gonna get 2 40-piece chicken McNuggets.
Why you gotta be separate cards? Just go order like fucking order like 500 nuggets in one order. It's like it's big enough.
this challenge,
Yeah.
bud.
You can't touch my nuggets.
You can't
No.
touch my nuggets, dude.
Slipping your nugget
Yeah.
inside my nugget.
Yeah.
Okay, not happening.
All right, chicken nugget. We're gonna do the nugget challenge then.
I mean, if you guys are in, I'm down. I'm totally down with this to do this.
All right.
Yeah, that sounds like it's super
it.
fun.
That'd be a good time.
All right. Well, then there it is.
There it is.
Make it
Nugget
happen.
challenge, dude.
I'll check my schedule.
I'll have your people call my people.
Yeah, have your people
Yeah.
call his
No,
people.
I'm dead serious. We're doing this.
Okay.
We're doing it.
Do-
We're allowed
are-
to have drinks.
I've always wanted to do one of those drink challenges where they have like the cardboard box and they have a bunch of bottles with the straws and you have to guess. Have you seen those?
Oh my
It'll be
God,
like
that's
different
even
alcohols
funnier.
or
Yeah.
like different sodas. You'd be like, oh, that's Mountain Dew. Oh, this, but they usually put like a hot sauce or something down in there or whatever.
Ooh.
But
Yeah.
I think that'd be fun with like
Let's do
alcohol. Oh, that's Captain Morgan. That's this.
Or yeah, how many
Like,
Kit
that's
Kats can you
piss.
eat?
For sure
How many
it's
cake
piss.
cake
How many?
cups?
How many Kit Kats?
Oh,
can you
Kit
eat?
Kats.
I don't know.
How many
I
packs?
don't know. I don't like Kit Kats that much.
I've done 6 packs.
Of Kit Kats? Why?
I can't remember what I was at work for some stupid reason.
Yeah.
For fun.
Yeah, for money,
I know you can get down on the chocolate bars, dude.
bro. I can put down some donuts.
No doubt.
Oh,
no doubt. I've seen
donuts.
him,
That's my
I've seen him
weakness right
rifle
there.
through about 6 in like an hour, and like the way he eats them is pretty funny because he's like low key but aggressive.
Yeah.
He's like, I was like,
He
oh,
aggressively
man.
eats all foods like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Right on.
Tim's one of those people. He has his plate. You look over and everything's gone. Like he's never had a meal in his life.
Yeah.
Dude, go. We got things to do, people.
100%. I
We got
totally get
things to
it.
do.
Yeah, yeah.
But the nugget challenge.
Nugget
or the
challenge.
Drink, or the drink one.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
can we
Let's
have
make
drinks with the nugget challenge though?
Yeah.
Like water, whatever you want, alcohol.
that. For sure.
Yeah.
It's encouraged.
I prefer Mountain Dew. Well, yeah.
Dude.
All right, we'll
No.
plan it. Well, Mike, thanks for coming. I did get you a shirt, your challenge coin, some stickers, but thanks for coming on, just chatting with us, dude.
Thank you. It was
Yeah, man.
great.
Yeah,
to be
we got
here.
more to talk about. Though.
I do want to
This
come
is
back. Yeah, I feel like.
Oh yeah.
I feel like this. What was this? Like an hour and a half or something like that. I feel
We
like I
just
need like
scratched the
another hour and a half at least. Just
Oh
to,
my god, we just barely scratched the surface. You're coming
Yeah,
back.
yeah.
Seriously,
Okay.
that'll
Absolutely.
be a good time, dude. All right, so let's go through. You guys ready?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3. Let's go. Bye, everybody. And that's it. Thank you for listening in, everybody. I'd like to thank our sound engineer who makes this podcast happen and makes us sound very good, Stephen Clark. And to our first sponsor, 89 Barbers. Look good, feel good, be great. Come get your haircut at 2 locations, Long Beach and in Orange, California. Your appointment can be booked at 89barbers.com. That is EIGHTNINE BARBRERS. 89barbers.com. Again, look good, feel good, be great. Check it out. It's my barber. He is the man. Thanks, everybody. Bye.